Hey everybody, how you guys doing out there today? Welcome to another episode of Halloween at the Manor. I'm going to try something today that I happened to see yesterday on on a YouTube video. It's called corpsing a skeleton. So what you do is you take a skeleton that you buy, one of those plastic skeletons you buy like Walmart or Home Depot or anywhere, and then using plastic like drop cloth, anything like that, a light plastic, you can actually using a heat gun can corpse a skeleton. So I want to try that. I thought it looked really cool. And what's great is that I actually had not only do I have the skeletons, but I had all of this drop cloth, plastic drop cloth from when I think I did one of our backsplash projects here at the house, and I think I even used it for when we painted our old house before we moved. So I have all this plastic, and it's just been sitting around for like 5 years. So this actually gives me the opportunity to get rid of that too. So I wanted to try that, see what it looks like. I do think I need to go out and get some stain though at some point. He was using the stain to kind of make the skeleton look older, but anyway, I'm going to give it a try. I've never done it before, so we're going to see what it looks like, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. All right, guys. So here's one of the skeletons that I have, and I said I just wanted to test it out. So this is a skeleton we got. I don't know where we got it, probably Home Depot or Walmart or somewhere. And then we have all this plastic, which is I have no idea how thick it is. I've had it laying around for like 5 or 6 years now. So I'm going to use that, and then of course the heat gun. I just looked. I do not have stain, so I'm going to have to go out and get some stain at some point to make them look old and dingy and corpsey. But basically, I'm going to start this project. All you kind of do is you start in a section. So if we start on the like the torso here, you just wrap the plastic around, and then with the heat gun, it automatically melts it to like the plastic chest cavity. So I wrap the torso in this plastic, and the guy basically said that you can make it as thick or thin as you want. It just depends. So I just cut some pieces and wrapped it up, and he says it doesn't have to be tight. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to use the heat gun now, and I'm going to start going over this and see what it looks like. All right, so I went through with the heat gun and I started to melt the plastic here, and I know I have to do more, and I might have went too thick on the plastic, but it does kind of look like it's starting to corpse a little bit. And when you put in, afterwards he added a stain onto it, and you could really see all of the webbing and things like that. So I'm gonna keep going here. I'm going to try doing the shoulder area here and one of the arms, and work on that and see what that looks like next. But it does give that corpse appearance, which is really cool. Just one quick thing I wanted to note. In the two tutorials that I watched, both of the people said to really focus on strengthening the joints on the shoulders and the ankles. So I put more of the plastic around the shoulder joint and really wrapped it around, and then I'll go back and work the hand, work the arm and the hand. But you can see I kind of did that over here. I made it really super tight so it doesn't move, and then kind of went back over it with the hand and the arm. So let me work on this next arm here, and I'll get back to you. All right, so we did both arms now, the chest, torso, and I'm going to work on the legs next, and I'm going to do the head last, but I think this is looking really cool. It definitely looks like this is tissue, and it's actually really nice and thick too, so it's really cool looking. It looks way better once you get the stain on it. When the guy did it, it just looked absolutely amazing. So I'm going to work on the legs next and do that. But this thing is looking really cool. All right, guys. So I got the legs done now, and this is honestly really cool. And it's not that expensive. I mean, you figure you get a skeleton for like 25, $30, and then I think this stuff's like $6, but I purposely left some areas of the bone exposed, like here at the hip bone. I didn't cover that. I purposely did some of that, but this thing looks amazing. I can't wait to see this with the stain on it. The last thing I'm going to attempt is the head. I want to see what that looks like, and that's basically going to be it. I'll probably end up going back over it again, just to kind of get some areas, maybe a little bit have more like holes in it, things, but like. Look at this texture. It's so freaking cool. Look at that. That's just so amazing. I'm so glad I watched those tutorials. But let me finish up the head, and I'll get back to you. All right, guys, so I finished doing the head and it looks so freaking awesome. Um, the tutorials that I watched did say to leave the teeth out because what you're going to do is you're going to rub some of the stain on the teeth and it makes them like dark and grisly looking. But I did let the eyes come out and a little bit of the nose. Um, but overall, I just kind of made it look, it just looks really cool. And then I kind of went back through and added some more holes. I definitely need to go get some more. I definitely need to go get some stains. I want to see what this looks like stained. This thing looks absolutely incredible. I may end up having to go buy some more skeletons to do this too because I have a ton more plastic, and this is actually really fun and easy. And this thing just looks so cool. But all right, let me go get some stain, and we'll start doing that. So I ran up the street to the hardware store, and I just grabbed this. It was the cheapest dark stain that they had. I think it was like $5. So I just grabbed this, and basically from what I saw on the YouTube, you take the stain using a brush, you brush the stain over, let it seep in for like a few minutes, and then you wipe it off with a paper towel, and that's all you do. And then if you want to, you can do a dry brush technique with like a color like a yellow, let's say, and go over that, and that'll like bring out all these little texture pieces even more. So we're gonna first try the stain, and then I may try the dry brush technique as well. All right, so I put the stain on the, I'm gonna start with the upper body first. So I put the mocha stain on the upper body, and now what I'm gonna do is just using paper towels, I'm just gonna wipe it away. That's all that they did. So that's gonna be my next step, and then we're gonna see what it looks like. Then we'll try to work on the lower body and the back next. All right, guys, there it is. I wiped off some of the stain, and this thing looks absolutely incredible. I mean, look at the face. It looks just like disgusting and gritty and dirty, and man, this is really cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the rest of the body, and then what I may end up doing is I may end up putting a little hole here with the heat gun, going over with the heat gun one more time to dry everything. But this thing looks amazing, absolutely incredible. I mean, look at this texture in the hands in here, just incredible. I mean, it looks like skin and bone, and ligament just rotting. Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna do the legs next, and I'll get back to you. All right, guys, so I finished staining the prop here, the skeleton, and rubbing off the excess, and I'm blown away by this. I am absolutely blown away by this. It looks absolutely amazing. I am going to try the dry brush technique. I did the dry brushing technique with a bright yellow, and it might be kind of hard to see here, but there is slight hints of yellow mixed within the brown here. But this thing looks absolutely incredible. Look how gnarly this looks. My God, this is just... I really have to give a shout out to, I believe it's Stilt Beast Studios or Stilt Beast Studio. I think the guy's name is Alan. Alan, I got to give you a huge shout out. This was so cool. And also to Steve's Haunted Yard. I saw this on his as well. This is just, I am so amazed by how this came out. I have a feeling that I'm going to be going to Walmart and picking up more skeletons because this thing is just so cool. And I have like all that plastic left. And I have, at least 3/4 of stain left too. So I may end up doing more of these. But anyway, so this is the finished product. I'm blown away by this. I would definitely try this. This is really reasonable to do. Like I said, the skeleton's the most expensive thing. I think you can get one for I think they have them over at Walmart now for like $25. You get the skeleton. The plastic, I believe, is really cheap. The stain was only $5. These paints are also at Walmart, and I think this big bottle here is like $2.50. The smaller bottles are like maybe 50 cents. So this thing is like really cheap. I mean, the only thing you need is a heat gun, and you can do this. And it was really, really easy. I think I did this in about an hour. So the only thing that I would have added is they were using adhesive to kind of keep the plastic together, then melt it. I didn't do that. I was kind of wrapping it, melting it, burning my hands sometimes, and then keep going. All right, guys, what I wanted to do is I wanted to bring this out here to dry, but I also wanted to kind of show you this in sunlight. And I think you can see the yellow dry brushing a little bit better out here. You can kind of see that the tint of the skin is yellow, but I mean, look at this texture on this thing. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. And I've said this before in the video, I'm really, really happy with the way this came out. This skeleton actually did come from the Haunted Hearse from Home Depot, so I got to put him back in there. But I'll be honest with you, we have some other skeletons as well that I think might get this treatment. Again, here's a little bit more closer look at this guy, and yeah, he is just incredible. All right, guys, I'm sorry. I wanted to show you one quick thing. I did end up making a second corpse skeleton. And what I did with this one is I did the same thing I did with the last one, or the one that you just saw. However, on this one, I added some blood paint from Scarecrows on it and just lightly brushed over the blood paint. You can see that it has like a red tint to it. And I think this is it's actually sick. I think it is like absolutely disgusting. It just looks gross, but I'm hoping that when it dries, the blood paint really kind of pops out. This blood paint that we get from Scarecrows is really good, so I just wanted to show you this as well. If you wanted to try to do one of these with blood paint, because it does look like it comes out really, really cool. It's really gross, but anyway, again, thank you guys for watching. See you later.